Did you see the video of the girl who said she did an ancestry DNA kit, which then linked her DNA back to a 25-year-old cold case in her town, which then caused her grandma to go to jail? So basically, Jenna Rose, who is the poster, I'll put her username right here so you can go to her page if you want. She said that she had a friend do an ancestry DNA kit and she was like, that's so cool, I want to do one too. So she did one, she sent it off, whatever. Well, a year later, she ends up getting a call from a detective for the state police and let her know that her DNA was a direct match to a victim in the baby garnet case. Maybe you've heard of that, maybe you haven't. Apparently it was a super popular case back in her hometown, and it turned into a cold case that never got solved. He told her that there was a woman in Chicago he wanted her to connect with that had some kind of like worldwide database, and that she would be in touch with her so they could move forward from there. Well, so she goes home and she tells her mom everything that happened, and her mom's like, oh, just be careful. We got a like scam phone call saying your uncle had died and they needed his social to do all this other stuff, and obviously your uncle's not dead, so just be mindful that this could be a scam. Proceed with caution. So the woman calls her and she's talking to her, and the woman's like, okay, I need your permission to use your DNA. And she's like, okay, sounds good. And then she tells her she needs her password, and she's like, fishy. So she hangs up on her. Well, a couple weeks go by and she's at work and she gets a phone call from her mom, and she's like, you need to leave work right now and you need to come home. So she did. She gets there. Her cousin is there and she's like, hey, that lady was not a scammer. You need to call her back because the state police were at my front door this morning and they need your DNA. She calls the lady back and they get the results, and it turns out that Jenna is a distant relative of the person they've been looking for. So from there, they said, okay, now we're gonna need your mom's DNA. Of course, mom consented. She gave them her DNA. She was a direct relative of the person they were looking for. So that led them right to Jenna's grandma. Turns out Jenna's grandma is the person they have been looking for over 25 years, connected to this baby garnet cold case. She said that's all she can say for right now. She can probably release some more stuff later. She said her news in her area has already been talking about it, but I guess people had been chit-chatting and she wanted to shut some people up, so she decided to come on TikTok and tell this story. But can you imagine just doing one of those ancestry things for fun and then you find out that your grandma is connected to a 25-year-old cold case? That would be crazy.